Hey everyone, it's Brian here. Today I'm coming on to do a project share slash VR slash tutorial. It's all going to be all here in one video. And this is for Kathy's Creative Cards and More. And she is currently doing a flat mail challenge in which we make some flat mail and send it out to somebody that we haven't have to mail out to before. So I'm not exactly sure who I'm going to send this out to yet, but I may have an idea of a couple people I might. So just please do watch. This is going to be a little mini album out of one sheet of 12 by 12. That's going to be the main part. But first what we want to do is grab a bone folder or I don't know, stylus or something, and score at 3 inches, 6 inches, and again at 9 inches. Flip it a quarter turn. So the lines are now facing, going left to right instead of up and down. And score again at 3 inches, 6 inches, and again at 9 inches. So if you can see what I'm doing here, which you probably can't because the card sucks, well, I'll show you this side. This side will probably be better to use anyways. You're going to have like 16 little squares here. 3 inch by 3 inch squares. Got 16 of them. 4 across 4 rows. So, what we want to do next is go ahead and line this up to your line on your paper trimmer. We're going to start at 3 inches. Then we're going to cut all the way down to the bottom. Same thing, except we're going to do it differently on this one. This 6-inch line. We're going to want to start at the 9-inch mark, sink it in, and go all the way up to 0. And now for this piece, this 9-inch line, you're going to want to sink it down at 3 inches like we did the first time, and take it all the way down to the 12-inch line. So what you're going to have now, I'm going to show you in just a moment, it's basically big old capital M shape. So what we want to do here is start folding whichever direction you want the paper to go in. You don't have to use double-sided. I'm just using double-sided because this was more available to me at the moment. Burnish. Go on. We're going to start out going over, burnish, under, and burnish, and over, and burnish, and then under, going across, over, burnish, under. Let me get that straightened out real quick. There we go. And burnish, and over, and burnish, and so on and so forth until you get to the end. It'll be under again this time. Need to line this up pretty well as well. Doesn't look like I've done too good of a job lining it up, but I'm sure it'll turn out alright. over again, under, over, and under and across, over, under, which I just turned around, went over, but it's under. It was easier that way, and over. Okay, so we need to decide which side's going to be front and which side's going to be back. So, let's see here. How does this go? This side here is going to be the front. So we have more open spaces along this side, along the top than anywhere else. So all the tags and pictures or whatever we put in here are going to be top loading except for the one in the very middle. So I'm going to show you a little trick to make sure you remember where your front is. I'm just going to write front on this piece of Post-it. Then arrow going up. The front shows this is the front of the mini album, and the arrow going up just shows that that's where everything's gonna need to, that's where the top part is. So that's a pretty easy way, in my opinion, to remember how everything goes. So now what I'm going to do is find some tape real quick. I know I have 1/2-inch tape right here, but I want to find some 1/4-inch tape. I have no idea where it went. I found some. Okay. So we're going to go this way. But we're not going to glue this. This is the front cover. This cover is going to actually be mounted on some chipboard in a minute. So we're going to want to put some tape down here along the bottom. Because remember, this is the top right here. We're going to go ahead and put that piece on the side here. We don't need any here because that's going to be there. That's a fold, so we don't need the tape to be right there per se. So we go ahead and put it down, burnish it. We got page 1 done so far. See, got a little pocket there. So next what we're going to do is go ahead and put tape on the 2 sides here. Because there's your fold line right there. That you don't need that right there. It does look like this is a fold line too, but it's really not because that's just an open space. So you do need to put that on there. So y'all, please do go check out Cathy's Creative Cards and More. I'll link her channel in the description box below this video. She is a really good crafter. I really like watching her channel. I just subbed to her recently. I didn't realize I wasn't subbed to her. And she does some really cool crafting. for sure. And she's currently doing this flat mail challenge that ends tomorrow, which is April 16th, 2021. That'll be a Friday. So if you want to join in, today is the last day. Okay, so I'm just going to tear off this little tiny bit here, because that does not need to be sticking out. I'll also link the video to her challenge, introducing it as well. I think that might be useful and helpful. What have I done here? Okay, I'm doing it right, yes. Okay, so this is going to be the side fold here. The only one that's going to be side fold is right here. That's going to be in the middle. Now, I've seen so many tutorials for this over the years. I forget where I seen it first, but it was around the time that I started watching YouTube, around 2015. So I've been making these for a while. You know, not all the time, but I make them sometimes. Gonna go ahead and put that over there and over here. And if you do have directional cardstock, you would want to keep in mind the direction you want it to go as well. I forgot to mention that earlier. Okay, so this one we're going to put on the left side here and here, like an L. Because that side's got the score mark. Here we have, I believe, 2 more to make. 2 more pages here. Maybe it's 1 more, I'm not sure exactly. This one's going to be the sides. And of course the bottom. Oops, I ripped it. Oh well. This side here is scored, so we don't need to put anything there. Okay, oops, can't get that off now. Oh well. And we got 1 more to go, and that is this way again, an L shape. Hope I'm not confusing y'all. And please do feel free to ask questions about this project in the comment section down below this video if you need some additional help and advice on this. I think y'all pretty much got the idea on this one. And there we go. A 1-sheet mini album. You could leave it just like this if you wanted to even. But I'm going to take it to the next step in just a moment. If I find some chipboard here, I'm going to put a cover on it. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut this part off here. I did some scoring apparently on here at some point. just going to cut up to the score mark. And all you're going to need is 2 pieces of chipboard that measure 3 1/4 by 3 1/2. So I'm going to cut the 3 1/4 inch side first. I'm just going to write on there 3 1/4. So I'll know which side goes where. I'll write down here too. Actually, I'll tell you what, I'm going to cut down to 3 1/2 now. Go ahead and write this on here again. Cut again. Now what I'm going to do is go ahead and get some papers. If I can grab them real quick. This is on the top, so I'm just going to do this one. It is the winter matte stack. I like this one a lot. I'm going to use this one, I guess. And what we want to do is cut this down to size, which will be, I'm going to make it 4 1/2 by 4 1/2. 4 1/2 inches square. And this is 4 1/4, 4 1/2 by 6 1/2 cardstock here. So I'm good on that end. So I'm just going to cut off here 4 1/2 inches. Make sure it's even there, and it is. So what I want to do now is go ahead and score. Okay, so we want this going top way, so we're going to put this face down, going the way we want it to, if it's directional. Okay, so I'm going to say, let's try 3/4. No, we should not have done that. Okay, I tell you what, we're going to start over on this one. I'm going to go ahead and score it 1/2 inch. Like I should have all along. I'll show you what we're doing here. Yeah, score it 1/2 inch and 4 inches. On both sides, I guess. I was just trying to do a little something on the fly and it did not work. 1/2 and 4 inches. That should fit you in pretty well there. Except that's going to be a little long, but I tell you what, we're just going to score that at 5/8. I'll probably actually put the measurements in on the video screen, or just, I'll somehow figure it out. And here's the other one, going at 5/8 and 4 inches. And then turn around, 1/2 inch and 4 inches. That'll give us everything we need to, well, actually yeah, it'll work, I think. It may be a little over, but it's okay. So what we want to do right now is go ahead and put some tape on here or something. Just a generous amount. Because the glue is being very tricky recently with me. It either doesn't want to come out, or it just comes out too much, or just doesn't want to settle. So I guess you could say this is a no glue project of sorts, even though it's just tape, or you could use glue if you wanted to. Okay, so what we want to do now is, I did this wrong way. I meant to put it on 3 1/4 inch side facing down, side with the writing facing down, but it'll be okay. And got this right, yay. So I'm going to lay this down here. Like so. Brush down real well. And do the same thing on the other piece. Clean up some of this mess real quick. And there's a reason why I want one end to be 3 1/4 inches as opposed to just being 3 1/2 inches square. And I'll show you why in a minute. Oh, I'll decide. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, but it is. Okay, well. There we go. It's gonna be a little wonky because I went ahead and scored the wrong side on here, but it'll be okay. See? It'll be okay. I think it'll give some character, actually. Now what you want to do is get your X-Acto knife, scissors, or finger blade, or whatever, and go ahead and trim these corners off. We don't need to worry about keeping them, gluing them back on or anything. At least I don't think we do. Oops. Clipped off a bit of the chipboard there. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is go ahead and put some tape on here, all 4 sides. Burnish, 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 burnish. Take the backing off. We're just going to start doing this. Going to start putting these over here. Now we're probably going to cover this with a piece of cardstock or something, just maybe scratch a piece of paper or something, just in case, because I messed up there. Gonna take all the tape off at once, I guess, this time. Okay, so what I'm going to do here real quick is cut 2 pieces of 3¼ by 3½ cards. I mean, just copy paper, plain white copy paper here. So I did mess up. And that's tied imperfections. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is go ahead and put some tape down. Just a couple little pieces, I guess. Go. Don't know why I'm doing that. I'm not. So this flap can just stay because I'm going to probably hide it somehow. If it doesn't get hidden, I'll figure it out in just a minute. Go ahead and put just like so. Okay, so we've come to the time here where we want to figure out, well, first of all, how to stick that down. Okay, so we're going to figure out which side we want on front, which side we want on back. So I'm going to go ahead is real quick, just put this on like so, take off, take that off, put it on there, take the backing off, to make it like an asterisk of sorts. And this is going to be the back here. So this side that is 3¼ inches wide, you want that facing the spine. I'll show you exactly why. See, if you do it like that, it's just going to look way off. So I'd rather just, put it right here. Have more of an even amount of spacing than anything else on all 3 sides. So remember, that's why we got to put the spine, the 3¼ inch side on the spine. That's why we got to have 3¼ inch side period. We don't want it looking too wonky. I'll go ahead and put another piece on here because that's not cooperating. Copy paper doesn't want to stick. There we go. That doesn't want to either. Okay, there we go. And now this is front, so we're going to want to take this off carefully and put it right in front of you, exactly the way it showed while it was on this paper. The reason for that is because we want to make sure, get the tags in the right place, which, you would figure that out by now, I'm sure. And I'm sorry this video ran so long. It's been 33 minutes so far, apparently. So let's see what side that face. So this side is going to be going left to right because I messed up, of course. So I'm going to go ahead and lay this, I'm going to lay that down now. Like so. I know it's not perfect, probably not even close. Nope, not even close to being perfect. But oh well. It's going to have to do, unfortunately. I really don't like how this turned out now. But I'm sure the recipient will enjoy it. And now, of course, you can make the tags for the pockets and everything. I'm just going to do that behind the scenes. I might put a little something on here. Mark, this is the front. So I'm going to go ahead and try to use my glue successfully. And glue this flower on here. In fact, we should probably color that first. I'll go ahead and color this in first some. Okay, so now what we want to do is probably put a little something on there. I tried to find the bling I had the other day. Trying to find the bling, I'm not seeing it. Oh, we'll have to do without it. But what we could have done first was put some, what we should have actually done is put some ribbon underneath the cardstock on the cover. But I think I got an idea here. Let me find some scissors. Hopefully this will work. Here we are. Nice little thing here. Best part is I bet we could even put it in an A2 envelope. Let's see. It's going to be a little bulky, but I think it'll work. So I thank y'all for being here with me today, watching this video, VR tutorial project share, all in one. And I hope to see y'all again real soon. Bye.